Election security has become a hot topic of discussion. But how do officials across the Commonwealth make sure that elections, like the upcoming gubernatorial election, are safe and secure? To learn more about the process, we traveled to Hanover County to meet with election officials, including Teri Smithson, Director of Elections and the General Registrar. Are voters ever purged from Virginia's rolls?
The purge word. The voter registration information system does not ever delete anyone out of that system. They'll stay there indefinitely. But what happens is that the Department of Elections and the State Board of Elections, they're required to do a voter registration maintenance. And so they go through and they scrub it. What they're looking for: has a voter voted in the last federal election? Has a voter voted in the last 2 federal elections? If they haven't voted in the last 2 federal elections, we're looking at 4 years. And so they would go into an inactive status. They'll set inactive another 2 federal elections, so we're looking at 8 years that they would then be canceled. So it's a very long time that a voter would stay inactive before they are canceled, or as you would say, purged from the voter rolls. But it's important that we keep clean voter rolls.
In September, Governor Northam signed the Voting Rights Act of Virginia to help improve access to voting for all eligible voters in the Commonwealth. The bill prohibits any form of voter discrimination, but also allows residents the power to sue over any cases of voter suppression. It is important to note that ownership of voting is on the voter and not the Board of Elections. How did the 2020 election just really impact everything here?
COVID-19 made that election absolutely bonkers, because with everything going on and the pandemic kind of being at its peak, everybody really wanted to vote by mail. And that's something we really hadn't experienced before. You really saw a change from a lot of people going into the precinct on election day to a lot of people being like, oh, hey, I can vote early, I can vote by mail. You know, this is a lot easier than having to go to this one place during these set hours. Since that election, we've really seen an uptick in vote by mail and in-person early voting in general.
The process that voting election officials go through is very systematic. There can be human error, but each staffer makes sure to do everything by the book. As more Virginians opt to vote by mail via an absentee ballot or in-person absentee voting, they can be assured that their vote will count and that officials are doing their best to keep the election process fair and transparent. On the next episode, join us as we take a look at the process of logic and accuracy testing for Virginia's voting machines.